Hey, really quick before we get into this video, I just want to apologize for the terrible audio quality. I tried some new settings, tried to clean it up a little bit, and ended up making it worse. I plan to upgrade here soon, and I just appreciate the support you guys are bringing, and just bear with me. I know it's bad, but no. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Today I'm joined by 707Studios. Feel free to tell us about yourself.
How's it going? I'm a photographer. I'm a trainee in mechanics and engineering.
Fair enough, fair enough. Would you mind telling people where the name 707 Studios came from?
It came from a bunch of people I grew up with, you know. It came from cars, music, pretty much anything, to be honest. It's just my first music and photography session apparently mixed into one, where I was in a booth, 707, and the bass I was playing, because I play bass, was number 707. Came along, I started producing music secretly, and now that's where my name came from.
Nice, nice. What genre in specific do you produce?
It's more slow and chill, right?
I feel.
Yeah.
Would you like to start with the questions?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, well, you kind of already answered this question, but what do you do, and what convinced you to pursue it?
I mean, I got it really. I do, of course, mechanical engineering, music and photography. The two main things I love to do.
Fair enough. My bad. Question number 2, what are your inspirations in day-to-day life?
Fun. Didn't hear that.
One more time?
I didn't hear that. I mean,
Oh, what are your inspirations in day-to-day life?
inspirations. Just Twitter, you know. Even though there's a bunch of shit going on, seeing people actually talking about what's going on, seeing how people are actually doing by themselves. You see big celebs up there apparently not caring. I don't care.
That's a really interesting inspiration. I've never actually heard that before. What demoralizes you when you try to commit to your passion?
There's a lot of stuff, mate. Yeah, well,
Would you like to talk
actually
about
not
that?
sure. I'm actually not sure, to be honest. I just go with the flow, to be honest. It's not really much about it, to be honest. Find something you love to do. Keeps your mind off the darker stuff that happened in life, you know?
Yeah,
Keeps the mind busy.
Yeah, no, I feel that keeping the mind busy part very deeply.
Yeah. No, I love dealt with my shit.
How do you overcome the challenges of being demoralized?
Well, you know, there comes times where you deal with some stuff and then it falls apart and then you gotta rebuild that structure again. I keep an open mind on everything that happens in the world and see most things that come and go will not always stay there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. In fact, that actually ties
So
into a question later on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
you know,
Are you affected by people's opinions when you try and express your love for what you do?
no, your opinion's your opinion. I have mine. You can keep yours, not mine, to be honest.
That's an extreme one. That's a money-making mindset. That's actually really cool to hear, because I don't know if I believe you said you were watching Alex Ultra's interview, But
Yeah,
strange enough, you and him have very similar mindsets. I have respect for that type of
really,
mindset. So, yeah.
really.
Shout out to Alex Ultra. If you haven't seen that one, link in the description.
Yeah, it's shout out to him, mate. He's a good lad. Also, shout out to you, mate. You're doing a good thing here.
I appreciate it.
I like what you're doing. It's nice. It's really good.
It means a lot hearing that from you, bro.
No, it's good. I heard your music. It's real good. Heard it from Alex.
Have you? Oh, Alex, that Sly. Ah, man.
Yeah, I heard that shit. It's real good.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and the stuff you're doing right now, it's blowing my mind. It's really good. I'm gonna listen to all of them.
Thank you. It means a lot coming from you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I've got massive respect for you.
So I guess coming into the next question is, do you value third-party opinions? And third-party meaning people you don't exactly know.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, sometimes it depends what it is.
You want to elaborate on that?
So, depends what it is, as in, depending on what situation it is. If it's about my life past and story, I don't really want that to go into their head and, mix it around and stuff. But it's about something that's not involved about me, involved about, like, world passion or anything to do with something to do with not me in it. Totally their opinion.
Yeah, again, you have that like serious money-making mindset where if it doesn't, if it's something you say and it doesn't benefit me positively, I don't want it type deal.
Yeah.
So the question's going to go a bit deep here, and at any time, I'm just saying this right now, if at any time you feel uncomfortable, please just say you'd like to skip the question.
Yep.
Do you love yourself?
No, not really, to be honest.
Would you care to explain?
I've done some terrible shit. I still don't trust myself, to be honest.
We don't have to
I
go
wish
deeper
to
than that if you'd like.
I wish to take some of the stuff back. But no, I don't, to be honest. It comes and goes, but sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, and I understand that, to be honest.
It really depends on the time and place I'm in and the people I'm around. If you know what I mean?
Of course, and it's not so. It's like I believe I understand what you're saying, but it's extremely hard to explain what you're feeling. But
yeah,
I 100% understand that if you don't want to speak about this any further, we can easily go on to the next question.
yeah, that's one way.
What is your definition of love?
Definition of love is it depends who you are as a person. Mine is affectionate, but it's also my girlfriend, of course. She doesn't overly like herself as a human being. I've actually known her for so long, but didn't know this until I actually started talking to her. This is at the point where I said, why don't you give me a chance? I can maybe help you instead of you being all down and stuff,
Yeah.
And now she's really happy. I don't know what happened or what I did, but it's a source of just a click of the fingers that being in someone's life helps, and only being yourself is all you need.
I believe that's what love should be. It should just be two people being themselves and appreciate each other for their flaws.
Yeah.
That's a really good definition. So, I guess the next question on this list is love only intimacy?
Sorry, what was that?
Is love only intimacy?
No. So now generation 2020, everyone thinks it's around intercourse and all that, only cuddling and making out in your basement or something, whatever. I miss the days in the 70s and 60s and 70s where you had to actually drive out and actually meet the person, like hang out, look at the stars, lay on the ground, you know?
Yeah, and again, it's very, very
That's-
funny. For those of you who haven't
That's
watched
what I
Alex
miss.
Ultra's interview, this sounds exactly like Alex. You two are very similar.
Thank you, mate.
Of course, you're both really great artists.
Thank you. I'll show you some of my photos, maybe. Later.
Why not? Yeah. It'll be good to show
Yeah.
in the podcast.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the next question. Have you ever experienced love in your own definition?
Yeah.
Would you care to elaborate, or do you want to leave it at that?
I have in a way that has ended up being wrong. You know, love, it takes a lot of trust in the one person that you try with.
Of course.
But I've been fucked over a few times. Not the best, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard topic.
If you'd like, we can skip to the next question.
Yeah. Actually, no. But trying to find the right words.
All good. Take your time.
It's a source of finding the right person in the right mindset with the right respect, the right communication you have with the person. When I started dating the first person, I instantly noticed, without even thinking, this is not going to be good for me. The instant connection, you can feel, you can hear, it's your electrocution around the whole body, the mindset, the nervous system. You can just tell when it's not the right situation. I felt that. She didn't communicate, she, didn't talk. If we did talk, it was like hours later. That's when I noticed. Wasn't the right thing. So then I waited, I moved. I found the right person, which I have now. She talks when I'm talking, She communicates really well now. And it's great,
Yeah. I was gonna say, you must be very thankful for someone like that in your life.
Oh, I am now.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on reality right now?
Reality right now, it's something different. It's really different. I wish there was still more things to go back and just redo, but something never happens like that.
Yeah. It seems like we grew up too quick, you know?
This year's gone way too fast for us.
Definitely. I 100% agree with that.
2020 was the most shit year, but it's been the best year so far. Out of everything that's happened, Australia catching on fire, Los Angeles catching on fire, a bunch of those things, coronavirus, staying at home for 4 months, 4 to 7 months, whatever it was. We had a lot of shit come out of that.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, if you could rate 2020 on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
I would rate it around a 7 or a 8.5, around that.
that's a really high rating for such a shit year. Would you mind giving some explanation?
I'll give it a high number because even though it was a shit year, a lot of great stuff came out of it. Like, you probably came out with a bunch of songs, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I understand what you mean by
Yeah. I came out with some photos. I built a whole engine this year with 3 turbos. Like, that's massive for me.
That's actually,
And for my
is that for a personal project car or like a...
yeah, that was a apprenticeship, mate.
Damn, dude, what car was it going into?
It was going into an MX-5 1995 Miata.
Okay, that's kind of dirty. That's a little dirty. I like that.
Yeah, that's just the only body that went into it. So we built the engine, came out. Why not have 3 turbos? You know?
Yeah, that's not. That's a little cross rocket type thing, man.
Yeah, the little
Little go kart.
yeah, little go-kart. Yeah, for me, I'm a 6'3" giant, so I
I'm
barely
6'3".
fit
I can't fit in a
in it.
Miata.
Yeah? No, I barely fit in it.
Man, being tall it's a blessing and a curse.
Yes, very much. Oh, a lot of stuff, mate. Yeah, sure.
What thought reoccurs in your head as of recently?
Most recently is, what's next? What am I going to do next? What is my journey in life heading to right now? I've done so much shit that I really want to take back, but it's not how life works. You gotta you gotta push through it. You gotta find something. You gotta make your mind for something. You gotta, find a different path that doesn't lead to the same one you're trying to get away from.
And I think that's kind of the hard thing about growing up in this situation, because a lot of your paths are limited.
Exactly.
I mean, we're not really grown up. I'm pretty sure you're close to adulthood. I'm in adulthood, so you know what I mean? Like, I kind of can understand that mindset of like finding a path that fits you, but at the same time, so many of our paths are so limited and closed off. No, they're not impossible to achieve, but they're just so like
They're
layered
very
with
close.
yeah, and they're layered with bullshit most of the time since this whole COVID thing is going on.
Yeah. It's. I'll explain it like this. It's like a highway. You go straight. You want to turn off, but you have to wait so long for that turn off.
It's like there's traffic.
Like there's traffic. That's your mindset. Your mind is a highway. There's a bunch of traffic on that highway. You're trying to exit. Too much traffic.
Fair enough.
That traffic is your mindset. Figuring out what's next. See, that's how I work it out.
That's actually a really interesting analogy. I might use that.
Yeah, that's alright.
In social situations, how do you think others perceive you?
Social, to be honest, I'm a really quiet person. I keep things to myself most of the time. If I get to know you really well, I do tell you stuff. Most of the time, yeah, I'm a really quiet person for who I am right now.
Understandable. So do you think other people see that way as well?
Yeah, I think so, to be honest. It's not much really about me, to be honest.
Well, that kind of leads into the next question. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go on. You're right.
No, that's alright. Go ahead and finish that thought. That's fine.
Yeah, most people see me as a really nice person. Like yesterday, I fixed someone that was breaking down the middle of traffic. Like I'm a nice guy. I fix stuff. Apprenticeship, job, apprenticeship, all that stuff. I still got school too. 3 big things, and I still have to accomplish too. Right. I'm a busy guy, but I still make time for my mates.
Of course, the boys come first.
Not before the girlfriend.
That's a good save. That's a good save. If she watches this interview and hears that, that could have been a close one.
Yes.
So I guess the next question is how do you perceive yourself?
Myself? Hey, like I said before, I just try and send it right now. I'm focused on so much that I need to stop focusing on something and actually let myself breathe. This year's been amazing and really shit at the same time. I've come to the point where I've stressed so much about what I can't do, but there's still so much more that I can, you know?
Of course, yeah. Do you think being hurt gives you the right to hate?
No, never. I know I've been hurt many times before. I've never hated the person. Never hated them. Never once.
Is there a reason?
No, there's no reason, you know. There's no reason to hate the person or hate their guts. You can do that internally in your mind, but you gotta let stuff go at some point. It's not point of keeping it in your head or keeping it at them for what they did or how they hurt you or whatever happened. Life goes on. You find someone else or you forgive yourself, whatever happens. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the world. It moves on. You can't hold a grudge on being hurt for so long. I know because I felt this and I've done this and I regret it so much.
But regret is acknowledgement of mistakes, so regret isn't exactly a bad thing.
Yes. Yeah, well. Yes.
Do you believe in luck or destiny?
Luck. Definitely. Destiny? Life's life. If a destiny happens, it involves with luck. From doing dumb shit as a kid shouldn't. I should be dead. I'm not. That's really good.
Yeah, I mean,
go on.
your youth is meant to make mistakes, so I think you're fine. You're forgiven.
I'll tell you one, but that's it. I was with my mates, of course, and they were the boys. We're doing some hill bombs on some scooters that we ride as, I don't know, travel. What we do. Hill bombs, steep hills and traffic don't mix. I T-boned a car and flipped over the front bonnet and nothing happened.
Did you get it on video?
Sadly, no.
I was gonna say, that would be an amazing clip for the fucking interview, bro.
Oh, I wish I had it though.
So, I guess segueing to the next question, are bonds meant to last forever?
It depends how they left off. I mean, I had a mate for over 8-9 years that I just reconnected with over the past 3, 4, 5 over. It's been so long since I've seen him, and we left on a good note, and we're still best mates right now. So it really depends how you leave the person or the bond. If you leave it in a really angry manner, it's not gonna get well if you meet up with them again and see them and all, you know?
Yeah, of course. that actually makes a lot of sense, and that's some really good reasoning behind that. Just moving on to the next question. What is your purpose?
Yep. My purpose right now is really much getting a job, mechanical engineering, finishing college when I get there. Photography, I've got that. That's behind. If I start a business, I've got that down low. Music, another thing that could happen if I really wanted to.
Fair enough.
But then I've got the love and support from my mates and my friends, and of course my girlfriend. That everyone needs the support they can get to try their dream, their goal in life.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, it's really, really funny that you say that, because at the moment, I think my support are the people who kind of helped build this channel at the moment. It's extremely small, and the idea is still being built. But the people like you and Alex who immediately jumped on the idea and were like, I'll gladly take an interview. I mean, like, it's those types of people who really push me to want to continue this project. And again, I kind of owe it to people like you guys. So, thank you.
It's your brain, mate, that made this happen. Me and Alex and your other mates, I've got a few mates that have actually watched some of your videos. The one the Alex's interview, and they totally loved it.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. They totally loved it.
Well, that's pretty fucking cool, Alex.
Yeah.
I hope you see this, bro.
Yeah, we do, mate. No, I need to send them a link to your channel because they want to sub straight away.
Well, shit, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, but no, me and Alex, we support you so much. Hopefully, yeah. But yeah, I totally love the idea of this whole thing. Absolutely love it. Like the way you're doing it, how you're doing it, and hopefully this channel grows. Hopefully it grows, because this is such a good thing you're doing. I absolutely love it.
Well, I appreciate that. This is a little bit of a deeper question, and again, if you feel at any time you want to skip a question, you can simply say so and we can move right on. Are emotions required for everyday life?
Sometimes. Depends on what it is, again. Depending on the issue at matter, or the time it is in. Say, I don't know, say something's gone wrong at work, you're not feeling the best, everything's gone wrong, it doesn't give you even though it's your job, you're not feeling it. It's weird. It's weird how to say this right now.
Because?
English is not working right now.
It's because you're being forced to think about it.
Yes, exactly.
If you'd like, we can skip to the next question and maybe come back to it.
Yeah, sure.
Do your emotions alter your choices?
Sometimes. Say if you're mad, you might do something out of the blue and instantly regret it later, once you've calmed down. But most of the time, yes and no.
Yes and no. Would you like to elaborate?
Yes and no depends on your mood or emotion.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Of course, I understand that. How do you accept the idea of death?
There's many ways I can explain it, but the most simple way is try and find the definition of emotion. You know, it is just it's different to most things, as it should be. The emotions.
If you'd like, I have the scientific definition of emotion right here.
If you can, it's in your description, isn't it? So that's love.
So, the scientific definition of emotion is a natural instinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationship with others.
Yes. Right there, some of that is the key to enjoying life. Finding the right in some of the wrong that happens in this world. You know?
So you feel that you accept the idea of death by making the best of everything.
Kind of, in the way of... Depends how... So, I had trouble with letting go. And letting some people pass on without getting to say goodbye, you know? That's the worst feeling ever. Seeing someone leave without saying goodbye, worst feeling.
Yeah, and I really understand that. If you'd like, I would like to say a quick rest well. I may not have known them, but death is a hard concept, especially if you love the person.
Yes.
But, do you believe that all things must good... Oh, English. We're gonna retry that. Do you believe all good things must come to an end?
Yeah, to be honest, I do. Some people have a good run, it keeps going. Some people have a really good run and it ends. It all depends how you use it though. If you use it as a wrong, it's going to end straight away. If you take advantage of it, it's going to slow down to an end. If you use it a right way, it's still going to end because that's how life works. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, and I actually really like that idea. I was just kind of processing it for a moment.
Yeah, that's right.
It's fine. Where are you going in life?
Oh, I've got a few years left of school, and then hopefully my journey in a new apprenticeship in a bigger warehouse. Soon.
Do you believe you're a product of your environment?
Product of the environment? No, not really.
Would you like to elaborate?
As in, we are people living on this earth, world, of course. Me, I'm adventurous. I love to do whatever. I just, I send it. I'm an open mind. I'm an open book. I'm in for anything. And I feel like that's what some people are too. Because apparently now we're exploring even more space and time and dimensional and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, I think they've gotten sick of looking at the moon and stuff. Which is kind of interesting that now moving to Mars, and they're probably going to keep moving on and on and on until they find something more interesting than one another.
This isn't a question on the list, but do you think the most interesting thing that we have right now is each other?
Yeah.
Would you like to explain?
everyone has a different life story on how's it going, what's going on, and how they express their emotions, including relationships, love, of course, big one. Because there's definitely been those toxic ones and the really hard ones to enjoy involved in toxic. But then there's been the good ones and the really excited ones. It really depends.
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting concept. So, for the final question of the night, did these questions make you think any differently about yourself?
No. Doesn't change the way I think about myself. I've got a line that I'm pegged to. Hopefully I can figure something out there or find something I enjoy doing, to be honest. I've loved cars for so long. I've loved doing photography and music. Yeah, I love doing those. But some turn into a job. And when it turns into a job, you end up not loving it as much as you do.
Yeah, because I believe...
As you used to.
Of course. And I think that comes from, instead of relying on an income, or instead of relying on a hobby for happiness, you then rely on that hobby for an income and happiness. And one has to come first.
And it doesn't end up mixing.
Exactly.
See, that's why I have so many. I have 3 choices that I love doing, and of course mechanical engineering, that one's going to pay off. All 3 of them can pay off. I can sell photos, of course. I can do photos. Pretty much, it's awesome to do that. Cars, I've already built an engine at almost 15.
Which is extremely talented.
Yes, it takes a lot of mindset to do that shit. But yeah, the music, that one's a big one, because I've only started music like 2 years ago, and I've really got some good stuff in that, so I've helped some people. I sent a few tracks to a guy that has around 200 to 300k, and he loved it.
That's the best feeling in the world. When someone with that much experience
it's great.
When someone with that much experience can say they appreciate your work, that's a huge boost in confidence.
Yeah, I was gassed.
Well, I appreciate your time, 707. Would you like to shout yourself out, maybe give a final message?
I'm 707Studios, guys. I hope you guys follow this guy right here. He's amazing at what he does. I love what he's going for. Sub. No, do whatever you want. Find a goal that you're happy with, and then ends up following that goal. Don't give up on the goal that you're, even if it's a battle at keeping it straight. Find that goal that you really love and enjoy. Find multiple things that you love and enjoy, and then hopefully one will make it out to be your lifetime goal and job, and then you'll have those other 2 to 3 that you still love and enjoy and that keep you happy. Because being happy around other people is the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever.
I like that. Do you have anywhere that people can find you?
Not right now, but I'm getting there soon. And I got one more thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, of course.
Yeah. Bread, love, or die trying.
Son of a bitch, you stole my fucking line.